You are Alicent Hightower. You will spend your entire life doing exactly what you're told, sacrificing exactly what you're asked, protecting exactly who you're supposed to protect. You will do all of this correctly, and almost everyone you love will die anyway. You start as a 14-year-old girl who just wanted to read books and have a best friend. Anyway, let's talk about how it goes. Your father is Otto Hightower, hand of the king to Viserys I Targaryen. He is smart, loyal, ambitious, and completely willing to use you as a political instrument. You are 14. He sends you to befriend Rhaenyra Targaryen, the king's 8-year-old daughter. Her mother just died. She's lonely and grieving. You are warm and kind and exactly what she needs. Also, your father told you to do this. The thing is, the friendship is real. You actually like her. She actually likes you. For a few years, you are genuinely each other's closest person in the world. Meanwhile, your father has also arranged for you to read to King Viserys during his illness. Viserys is grieving, lonely, and receptive to kindness. This is, again, your father's plan, not yours. Viserys' council figures out what Otto is doing and tells the king. Your father is dismissed as Hand for running a scheme using his teenage daughter to get close to the crown. He goes home to Old Town. The scheme continues to work anyway. Viserys asks you to marry him. You are roughly 18. He is in his 40s. You say yes. What you actually say is yes. What you have the option of saying is also yes. Rhaenyra never fully forgives you for this. The fact that you didn't choose it, that your father arranged it, that you were a teenager with no mechanism to refuse the king. None of that registers for her at the time. You're her stepmother now. The friendship is over. You are queen of the 7 kingdoms. You have all the authority and influence that comes with being the wife of a king who still publicly considers his daughter from his first marriage to be his heir. You get pregnant quickly. You will be pregnant 4 times in roughly 5 years. Nobody asks your preference on timing. Your first son is Aegon. His existence immediately complicates the succession. The realm has a custom of preferring male heirs, even though Viserys publicly named Rhaenyra. Half the court now privately considers Aegon the rightful heir. Viserys refuses to acknowledge there is a problem. Over the next several years, you have 3 more children: Helaena, Aemond, and Daeron. 4 children total. 4 additional people whose lives now depend on the outcome of a succession crisis their father refuses to manage. You try to raise the issue. Viserys does not like conflict. His solution to the succession problem is to believe very hard that it is not a problem. He is wrong about this in a way that will cost thousands of lives. Your father is in Old Town. Your best friend won't speak to you. Your husband rules a kingdom slowly splitting in half over whether your son or his daughter should inherit it. You are in your early 20s. Let's talk about your children. Your eldest, Aegon, is, and there's no gentle way to say this, not thriving as a person. He is lazy, contemptible, and self-destructive. He has shown no interest in ruling, no interest in duty, and considerable interest in activities that will not be listed here. You know this. You see it clearly. You push him, discipline him, try to shape him into something suitable. He is the person your faction will go to war to put on the Iron Throne. Your second son, Aemond, is the opposite problem. He is disciplined, intelligent, and relentlessly focused. He also has one eye and the particular cold intensity that comes from spending your childhood being bullied and deciding to simply never be vulnerable again. You love him. You are also a little afraid of him. Your daughter Helaena is sweet and kind and quietly prophetic. She says things that only make sense after the terrible thing has already happened. You don't fully understand this yet. You will. Your youngest, Daeron, is shipped to Old Town to serve as a page. He is by all accounts decent and competent. He also isn't there for most of what happens next, which is either a tragedy or the best outcome for him, depending on how you look at it. These 4 people are the reason you do everything you're about to do. Protecting them is the logic behind every decision you make from here forward. You need to keep them safe. You need to secure their futures. You will do whatever it takes. Cool, 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 cool. You notice something about Rhaenyra's sons. Their father is Laenor Velaryon, pale, silver-haired, classic Valyrian features. Her sons are brown-haired and brown-eyed and bear a striking resemblance to Harwin Strong, her sworn protector. This is not subtle. You bring this to your father. He immediately understands the political implications. You actually just want someone to acknowledge the truth. These are different things, but they become the same action. You confront Rhaenyra. She denies it. You don't believe her. She knows you don't believe her. Whatever was left of the friendship ends here, not loudly, but completely. Viserys knows. On some level, he absolutely knows. His solution is to love his grandchildren and ask no further questions. He has Harwin Strong quietly sent away from court, then refuses to ever discuss it again. So, now you have this. You know Rhaenyra's sons are bastards. The court knows. The king knows and won't act on it. And those bastards are still technically ahead of your sons in the succession. Your faction, the people who believe Aegon should rule, are coalescing. Rhaenyra Rhaenyra's supporters are doing the same. Viserys remains convinced this is all fine. At a great feast, you wear a green dress, the green of House Hightower. It is a deliberate signal to your allies. I am here. I am committed. We are a faction. Rhaenyra wears Targaryen black. The realm notices. From this night forward, the two sides of the Targaryen civil war have a dress code. You have just made the fault line visible to everyone in the realm simultaneously. Your most loyal champion is Sir Criston Cole, a knight of the Kingsguard. He is devoted to you with the particular intensity of someone who had a complicated history with Rhaenyra and has decided to channel all of that into your cause. You don't ask too many questions. He's effective. Your father is recalled as Hand of the King. His original plan, use his daughter to get close to the crown, has produced a queen, 4 royal heirs, and a clear path to the throne. He is back. His interests and yours overlap but are not identical. You have genuine influence now. Real allies, real faction, real leverage. Everything depends on Viserys staying alive long enough for Aegon to consolidate support, or dying at exactly the right moment with the right words on his lips. While the adults are managing the succession crisis, your son Aemond sneaks out at night and claims Vhagar, the largest, oldest dragon in the world, riderless since Laena Velarion's death. He is 10 years old. He does not ask permission. He succeeds. Rhaenyra's sons and Daemon's daughters confront him about it. The fight escalates. Lucerys Velaryon cuts out Aemond's eye with a knife. Your son loses an eye at age 10 in a brawl over a dragon. At the trial, Aemond makes things worse by explaining that he called Rhaenyra's sons strong boys, implying they're bastards, sons of Harwin Strong, which is almost certainly true. Viserys demands to know who told him this. Aemond points at you. Viserys sides with Rhaenyra. He threatens to cut out the tongue of whoever spread the rumor. He does not address whether the rumor is true. He does not punish Lucerys for taking your son's eye. He rules against you in front of the full court. Your children are watching. Aemond, with one eye, watches his mother be publicly humiliated for something everyone knows is true. He files this away. He will not forget it. Viserys, the first Targaryen, has been dying slowly for years. Now it's faster. He is barely lucid. His body is destroyed by a wasting disease. He lies in the royal chambers and says things that are difficult to interpret. In one of his final moments, Viserys speaks about Aegon's dream. The dream of Aegon the Conqueror, the prophecy of the Long Night, the prince who was promised, the song of ice and fire. He says Aegon must be on the throne. He means the ancient Aegon. He means the prophecy. You hear your son's name. You hear he must be king. You believe Viserys has, in his final lucid moment, reversed course and named your Aegon as heir. You are wrong. You will never know you are wrong. Viserys dies. The realm's most powerful man, the one person who could have ended this by simply making a clear decision, is gone. He managed to die without definitively resolving the thing he spent 20 years not resolving. Your father convenes an emergency council. The plan: crown Aegon II before Rhaenyra and Daemon learn of Viserys' death. Move fast. Control the narrative. You go along with this. You believe it's what Viserys wanted. Aegon II is crowned. You have done it. You have secured the throne for your son, honored what you believe to be your husband's dying wish, and protected your family from Rhaenyra and Daemon. The Dance of the Dragons begins. You started it on a misunderstanding. The Dance of the Dragons, a civil war fought primarily on Dragonback between two factions of the same family. It will last roughly 2 years. It will kill most of the dragons in the world, permanently end Targaryen military dominance, and destroy most of both families. Aemond hunts down Lucerys Velaryon over Shipbreaker Bay. Your one-eyed son on the largest dragon in the world versus a teenage boy on a much smaller one. Lucerys dies. The war escalates from political conflict to something personal and uncontrollable. Rhaenyra's response is blood and cheese. 2 hired assassins led into the Red Keep to kill a son of Aegon II. They kill your grandson Jaehaerys, Helaena, and Aegon's 6-year-old son. In front of Helaena, they make her choose which child. Helaena never recovers. She withdraws from the world. She stops sleeping, stops eating, stops being present. Your daughter, the kind one, the gentle one who talked to bugs and said strange things that now make complete sense, is gone in every way, except technically alive. Aegon II is not handling any of this well. He is injured in battle, erratic in council, and managing his trauma in ways that do not inspire confidence. The king you went to war to put on the throne is not the king the war requires. Aemond is doing the actual fighting. He is effective, relentless, and operating with a level of autonomy that concerns you. He burns castles. He kills people who weren't necessarily military targets. He remembered the lesson from the throne room. He is not waiting for someone else to protect his family. You are managing an incapacitated king, a grieving daughter, a son conducting a private war, a conflict consuming the realm, and a conscience that keeps asking questions you don't have good answers to. You are doing this alone. The dance ends. It ends because there are almost no dragons left and almost no Targaryens left to ride them. The realm is exhausted. The war has consumed everything it touched. Rhaenyra is dead, killed on the order of your son. Your best friend, the girl you read with in the Godswood, who lost her mother and needed someone, is gone. You have won. It does not feel like winning. Aegon II is king. He is injured, psychologically ruined, and ruling a kingdom devastated by a war fought in his name. He sits on the Iron Throne for roughly 6 months. He is poisoned by members of his own small council. The men who were supposed to serve him decided he was more useful as a martyr than a king. The throne passes to Rhaenyra's son, Aegon III, the Dragonbane. Rhaenyra's bloodline rules. The dynasty continues for 130 more years, through her son, her grandson, her descendants. Your son won the war and lost the succession. The line you fought to establish lasted 6 months. You are not executed. This is perhaps a mercy. You are confined, managed, no longer relevant to anyone making decisions. You live out the rest of your days in the Red Keep, the building you've lived in since you were a teenager, now watched rather than watching. You turn to the faith as you always have. You were the most publicly devout woman at court for 20 years. It provided comfort. It did not prevent any of the things that happened. Your children are gone. All 4 of them. Aegon, Helena, Aemond, Darren, dead in the war you started to protect them. The math of this does not resolve. You will sit with it for the rest of your life. You started as a 14-year-old girl with a book and a best friend. You were handed a political marriage, 4 children, a war, and a misheard deathbed. You did everything you were supposed to do. The dynasty continued through someone else's line. The war has your colors in its name. The girl from the Godswood is gone, and you are still here. That's the worst part. You are still here.